30 days ago, I could barely eat without bloating. My gut was a complete mess, constant discomfort, debilitating brain fog, and zero energy to get through the day. I felt like I was living in a fog, and every meal was a gamble. Would I feel okay, or would I spend the next few hours feeling miserable? So I made a commitment. I would drink one simple herbal tea every single day for 30 days and document everything. What happened shocked me. By day 15, my bloating was completely gone. By day 30, I felt like a completely different person, like I had gotten my life back. Here is everything that happened, the exact tea recipe I used, the science behind why it worked, and the mistakes I made so you do not have to. Before we dive in, I need to be clear, I am not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. I am just someone who was desperate to fix their gut naturally and willing to try something different. For months, honestly, probably closer to a year, I dealt with constant bloating after every single meal. It did not matter what I ate. Salad? Bloated. Chicken and rice? Bloated. Even just drinking water sometimes made me feel uncomfortable. My digestion was completely irregular. Some days nothing, other days too much. And the brain fog? That was the worst part. I couldn't focus at work. I would read the same paragraph 3 times and still not remember what it said. I was exhausted all the time, even after sleeping 8 hours. I tried everything. Probiotics did not help. Cutting out gluten, no difference. Dairy-free, still bloated. Digestive enzymes, nothing. Apple cider vinegar made it worse. I spent hundreds of dollars on supplements that promised to fix my gut, and nothing worked. I was frustrated and honestly starting to lose hope. I thought maybe this was just how my body was now, and I would have to live with it forever. Then I stumbled across this traditional Ayurvedic tea blend while researching natural remedies at 2 in the morning. It is called CCF tea, coriander, cumin, and fennel. Later, I'll explain how to make it and explain my mistakes so you won't make them. These 3 simple seeds that have been used in Ayurvedic medicine for literally thousands of years for digestive health. The more I researched, the more intrigued I became. These were not exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. These were common kitchen spices that cost a few dollars. People in India have been drinking this tea for generations to support digestion, reduce bloating, and improve gut health. I figured, what did I have to lose? So I committed to 30 days. I documented everything. The good days, the bad days, the weird days, and the surprising changes I never expected. This is that journey. All right, let's talk about the recipe. This is genuinely the simplest thing you will ever make. You need exactly 3 ingredients. 1 teaspoon each of coriander seeds, cumin seeds, and fennel seeds. That is it. No fancy equipment, no expensive ingredients, no complicated steps. You can find these 3 seeds at literally any Indian grocery store for under $5 total. I bought mine at a local Indian market, got a huge bag of each for about $12, and it lasted me way beyond the 30 days. Just make sure they are whole seeds, not ground powder. The whole seeds are what you need for this tea. Here is exactly how I made it every single morning. It became part of my routine, like brushing my teeth. First, I would boil 3 to 4 cups of water in a small pot. While that was heating up, I would measure out 1 teaspoon of each seed. Once the water reached a rolling boil, I would add all 3 seeds at once and immediately reduce the heat to a low simmer. This is important. You do not want a hard boil, just a gentle simmer. Let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. You will see the water gradually turn this beautiful golden brown color, almost like a light tea. That is when you know it is ready. Then I would strain it through a fine mesh strainer into my thermos. I invested in a good quality stainless steel thermos that kept it warm for hours. This was key because I would sip it throughout the entire day. Do not skip the thermos. Room temperature tea is fine, but warm tea is so much better for digestion. The idea is to drink it warm or at room temperature, taking small sips between meals. I would usually finish the whole batch by evening. The taste, honestly, it is earthy and warm. Not sweet, not bitter, just earthy. Some people describe it as slightly licorice-like because of the fennel, but it is very mild. It grows on you. By day 5, I actually looked forward to it. By day 10, I craved it. I make it as I'm getting ready, and by the time I was done, it was ready to strain. Week 1 was the adjustment phase. I'm not going to lie, the first day was weird. Not bad, just different. I made my first batch on a Monday morning, strained it into my thermos, and took my first sip around 9 a.m. The taste was earthy, slightly bitter, but not unpleasant. It reminded me of a very mild herbal tea. I sipped it slowly throughout the morning, finishing about half the thermos by lunch. Day 1, I did not notice much. I still felt bloated after lunch, still had that familiar discomfort. I drank the rest of my tea in the afternoon and made a note in my journal that night, day 1 complete, no major changes. Day 2 was similar. I made my tea, drank it throughout the day, and honestly did not feel much different. I started wondering if this was going to work at all. I reminded myself that real change takes time. Day 3 is when things started to shift for me. I woke up and went to the bathroom that morning, and it was regular. For someone who had struggled with irregular digestion for months, this was huge. I did not think much of it at first, but then it happened again on day 4. By day 5, I noticed something else. I was less bloated after lunch. Not completely flat, but noticeably better. Usually I would eat lunch and immediately feel like I needed to unbutton my pants. But on day 5, I ate my usual chicken and vegetables, and an hour later, I felt okay. Not perfect, but okay. Day 6, I woke up with more energy than usual. I did not hit snooze 3 times like I normally did. This was unusual for me. I am not a morning person, but something felt different. By day 7, I was starting to believe this might actually work. My digestion was more regular, my bloating was reduced by maybe 30%, and I had more energy. The tea made me thirsty, which I later learned was actually a good sign. It meant my body was flushing out toxins. One thing I did notice during week 1, I was going to the bathroom more frequently. Not in a bad way, just more regularly. My digestive system was waking up and starting to work properly again. Do not be alarmed if this happens to you. It is a good sign. Week 2 was the turning point. By day 10, my pants fit differently. The constant bloat was gone. I could actually see the difference when I looked down. My stomach was flatter, and I did not have that uncomfortable tight feeling anymore. Day 12, I realized something amazing. My thoughts were clearer. I could focus better at work, and I was not reaching for that afternoon coffee anymore. But now, my energy was steady from morning to evening. This was huge for me. The brain fog had been affecting my work, my relationships, everything. But now I felt sharp, alert, present. Day 14, something unexpected happened. I slept through the night without waking up once. But that night, I fell asleep at 11 p.m. and woke up at 7 a.m. feeling actually rested. This continued for the next few nights. I knew CCFT was supposed to help with digestion, but better sleep? I later learned that when your gut is inflamed and struggling, it can affect your sleep quality. So as my gut healed, my sleep naturally improved. Day 15 was a milestone. I looked in the mirror and noticed my skin looked clearer. I had been dealing with some mild acne on my chin and forehead for months, and it was noticeably better. Not completely gone, but definitely improved. Again, this was not something I expected, but it made sense. Gut health and skin health are closely connected. By the end of week 2, I was fully convinced this tea was working. The bloating was about 70% gone. My energy was consistent. My sleep was better, and even my skin was improving. I was excited to see what would happen in the next 2 weeks. As your gut starts to heal and detox, you might have a day or two where you feel a bit worse before you feel better. Week 3 was interesting because it felt like a plateau. The dramatic changes from week 2 slowed down, and I started to wonder if I had hit the maximum benefit. But I kept going because I committed to 30 days. Days 16 through 20 felt pretty consistent. I was still making my tea every morning, still drinking it throughout the day, and I felt good. The bloating was minimal, my energy was steady, and I was sleeping well. But there were not any new dramatic improvements like in week 2. Day 21, something shifted again. I ate a meal that would have normally destroyed me, pizza with extra cheese. I expected to feel bloated and uncomfortable for hours. But I did not. I felt fine. A little full, sure, but no bloating, no discomfort, no regret. This was a game changer. I realized my gut had actually healed enough to handle foods that used to trigger me. I am not saying I started eating pizza every day, but it was nice to know I could enjoy it occasionally without suffering. Day 22, I noticed my mood was better. I had been feeling more positive, more optimistic, less anxious. I did not connect it to the tea at first, but then I remembered reading about the gut-brain connection. Your gut produces a huge amount of serotonin, the happy hormone. So when your gut is healthy, your mood improves. This explained why I was feeling so much better mentally. Day 23, I weighed myself out of curiosity. I had lost about 4 pounds. Now, I was not trying to lose weight. That was not the goal of this experiment. But it made sense. The bloating was gone, my digestion was working properly, and my body was no longer holding on to excess water and inflammation. Day 25, I realized I had not thought about my gut issues in days. That might sound strange, but when you have been dealing with the digestive problems for months, they consume your thoughts. But now, I wasn't thinking about it at all. I was just living my life. Day 27, I went out to dinner with friends. I ate until I was satisfied, not stopping early because I was worried about bloating. And afterward, no discomfort, no regret, no spending the rest of the evening feeling miserable. This was freedom. Day 29, I took a moment to reflect on the entire journey. I looked back at my journal entries from day 1, and the difference was incredible. I had gone from constant bloating, brain fog, and exhaustion to feeling energized, clear-headed, and comfortable in my own body. Day 30 was bittersweet. I had completed the challenge, but I did not want to stop. This tea had become part of my life, and I felt so much better that I could not imagine going back to how I felt before. On day 30, I made my tea one last time for the experiment, but I knew I would keep making it every single day moving forward. This was not a temporary fix. This was a lifestyle change that had genuinely transformed my gut health and overall well-being. So why does this tea work so well? Let me break down the science behind each of these 3 powerful seeds. Coriander seeds are incredible for digestion. They contain compounds that stimulate digestive enzymes, which help break down food more efficiently. They also have anti-inflammatory properties that can reduce gut inflammation. In traditional medicine, coriander has been used for centuries to relieve bloating, gas, and indigestion. Studies have shown that coriander can help regulate bowel movements and reduce digestive discomfort. Cumin seeds are equally powerful. They contain thymol, a compound that stimulates the pancreas to produce digestive enzymes and bile. This helps your body break down fats and proteins more effectively. Cumin also has antimicrobial properties, which means it can help balance the bacteria in your gut. Too much bad bacteria can cause bloating, gas, and digestive issues. Cumin helps restore that balance. Fennel seeds are probably the most well-known for digestive health. They contain anethole, a compound that relaxes the smooth muscles in your digestive tract. This helps relieve cramping, bloating, and gas. Fennel also has carminative properties, which means it helps expel gas from your digestive system. This is why fennel is often used as a natural remedy for indigestion and bloating. But here is where it gets really interesting. When you combine all 3 of these seeds together, they work synergistically. That means the combined effect is greater than the sum of their individual effects. Coriander reduces inflammation, cumin balances gut bacteria and stimulates enzymes, and fennel relaxes the digestive tract and expels gas. Together, they create a powerful tonic for gut health. In Ayurvedic medicine, this combination is considered tridoshic, which means it balances all 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Even if you are not familiar with Ayurveda, what this basically means is that this tea is balancing and gentle for almost everyone. It is not too heating, not too cooling, just perfectly balanced. Drinking warm liquids throughout the day helps stimulate digestion and keeps everything moving smoothly through your digestive tract. Cold water can actually slow down digestion, which is why Ayurveda recommends drinking warm or room temperature water, especially with meals. Now let me share the mistakes I made during this journey so you can avoid them. Mistake number 1. I tried to drink it cold on day 3 because I was in a rush and did not have time to warm it up. Big mistake. Cold tea did not feel good in my stomach, and I did not get the same digestive benefits. The warmth is part of what makes it work. Mistake number 2. On day 8, I added honey because I thought it would taste better. It did taste better, but I noticed I felt more bloated that afternoon. I realized later that adding sweeteners defeats the purpose. The tea is meant to be plain, so the seeds can work their magic without interference. Keep it simple. Mistake number 3, I skipped making it fresh on day 14 and tried to reheat tea from the day before. It tasted stale and just was not the same. Fresh is always better. Yes, it takes 10 minutes every morning, but it is worth it. Mistake number 4, I drank it too fast on day 5. I chugged half the thermos in one sitting because I was thirsty. My stomach felt uncomfortable, and I did not get the digestive benefits. You need to sip it slowly throughout the day. That is the key. Mistake number 5, I almost gave up after day 2 because I did not see immediate results. I am so glad I did not quit. Real healing takes time. You need to give your body at least 2 weeks to start seeing significant changes. Do not expect overnight miracles. Be patient and consistent. Mistake number 6, I did not drink enough water on day 6. I thought the tea would be enough hydration, but I ended up with a mild headache by evening. You still need to drink water throughout the day. The tea is in addition to your normal water intake, not a replacement. Here are my top tips to make this work for you. Tip number 1, set a reminder on your phone for the first week. Make it every morning at the same time. This helped me build the habit. Tip number 2, invest in a good thermos. A quality stainless steel thermos will keep your tea warm for 6 to 8 hours. This makes it so much easier to sip throughout the day. I got mine for about $20, and it was worth every penny. Tip number 3, buy your seeds in bulk from an Indian grocery store. They are so much cheaper than buying small jars from regular grocery stores. You can also order organic versions online if you prefer. Tip number 4, keep your seeds in glass jars right next to your stove. This makes the morning routine so much faster. Tip number 5, start with the full 10-minute simmer time. Some recipes say 5 minutes is enough, but I found 10 minutes gave me the best flavor and the strongest digestive benefits. You can adjust later based on your preference, but start with 10. Tip number 6, drink it between meals, not with meals. I found the best times were mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and early evening. Drinking it with meals can be too much liquid and make you feel overly full. Tip number 7, keep a journal. I had tracked how I felt every single day, and it was so helpful to look back and see the progress. Some days, I felt like nothing was changing. But when I read my entries from a week earlier, I could see how far I had come. Tip number 8, be consistent. This is the most important tip. You have to drink it every single day for at least 30 days to see real results. Skipping days will slow down your progress. Tip number 9, do not overthink it. This is a simple tea with 3 ingredients. Do not stress about getting everything perfect. Just make it, drink it, and let it work. Tip number 10, give it time. The first week might feel like nothing is happening. That is normal. Your gut is starting to heal, but you might not feel it yet. By week 2, you will start noticing changes. By week 3, you will be amazed. Trust the process. So after 30 days, here is what changed for me. My bloating is 90% gone. My digestion is regular and predictable. I go to the bathroom every morning like clockwork. My energy levels are consistent throughout the day. My sleep improved dramatically. My skin cleared up. My complexion looks healthier and more radiant. My mood is better. The gut-brain connection is real, and healing my gut has genuinely improved my mental health. I lost 4 pounds without trying. This was not about weight loss, but reducing inflammation and bloating naturally led to losing some excess water weight. But the biggest change? I feel like myself again. I feel comfortable in my own body. I am not constantly worried about how I will feel after eating. I can enjoy meals with friends without anxiety. I can focus at work without brain fog. I can live my life without my gut issues controlling everything. This tea gave me my life back, and I will continue drinking it every single day moving forward. This tea is great for anyone dealing with the digestive issues like bloating, gas, irregular bowel movements, or general gut discomfort. It is also helpful if you struggle with brain fog, low energy, or poor sleep related to gut health. However, there are some people who should be cautious. If you are pregnant or breastfeeding, talk to your doctor first. Some herbs can affect pregnancy, so it is better to be safe. If you are on any medications, especially blood thinners or diabetes medication, check with your doctor. Cumin and coriander can interact with certain medications. If you have a known allergy to seeds or spices in the carrot family, you might want to skip this tea. For everyone else, this is a gentle, natural remedy that has been used safely for thousands of years. Start with 1 cup a day for the first few days and see how you feel. If you tolerate it well, increase to the full 3 to 4 cups throughout the day. If you are struggling with gut issues like I was, I genuinely encourage you to try this for 30 days. It is inexpensive, simple, and backed by thousands of years of traditional use. You have nothing to lose and potentially everything to gain. Remember, this is not a quick fix. This is about healing your gut naturally over time. Be patient, be consistent, and give your body the time it needs to heal. I am going to continue drinking this tea every single day because it has genuinely transformed how I feel. My gut is happy, my energy is steady, and I finally feel like myself again. If you try this, I would love to hear about your experience. Leave a comment below and let me know how it goes. What day are you on? What changes are you noticing? Let's support each other on this journey to better gut health. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I will be sharing more natural health experiments and documenting my journey to better health. Thank you so much for watching. And here is to happy, healthy guts for everyone. Cheers.